They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Check. Good. Got 80. Run. Hey, 20. Go. Alert flare.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
Single. Block. Go. Zero.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. It's complete to Drake. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Zero. Clay. There you go, right here.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
What are you doing? You can't get past me. Shut down, shut down.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. Where you at, where you at? Hey, 4 down. Go. Clay. Kill.
Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Clay. There you go, Tiger. Double up. Clay. 50. Check nine. Ready, hunt.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Zero. Block.
On 2nd down, it's Blake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. Where you at? 3 down. 50. Shit.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set! 319!
And they'll go on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Motion.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Detroit! Hey. 4 down. Gun! No. Check. Patriot! Detroit! Gun!
Here's Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
You got 4. Now let's go. 3:19. Check your backer. Gun! 58 to Mike. Leopard. 49. Check 49. Detroit. 25.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Check. Rush in. Gun. Choosing Mike. Watch Mike. Gun. Over.
And Darnold just beating the play clock.
Slam.
Forced out to his left. And he comes back with one complete. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. 36. Gone. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They'll give it to him up the middle. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
4 down. Check. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Hot. Get in the weight room.
Darnold. Buying time to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, he was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Go, zero.
Now a play fake here on first down. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. It's a big play there for Miami. 56 yards. Tannehill appears to be as good as new here in 2018 as he brings the Dolphins up on first down.
Right there. Hey, 20. Here you go, Tiger.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
20.
They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hey, you got 3 down. Check. Mike's 49. Right there. Here we go. Slam. Check. We out. Good stuff. Check 20.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
Super toe.
Yeah, baby! Woo!
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
4 down. Alert! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! No. Check! Patriot!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. second down. Hill. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56!
On first down, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Back 99, Philly, here we go! Hey. Four down. Switch.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go!
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56! Over! Detroit!
A first down throw, Darnold. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! Over! Gun!
Darnold from the red zone now. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Again, Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
Clay.
On first down, Tannehill. Amendola catching it left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
There we go.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, boys, Clay. Hey, 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun. Watch the run. Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Darnold now on second down. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Let's get it.
The Jets on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Gun. Over. Stay at home.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Jets on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. All right, now, Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold. And bulldozing his way through. And he's got Peak.
Missed.
He will not go down. They give him a gain of 38.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
No. Check.
On first down, it's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And they'll run it here. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Detroit! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Watch that in. That is right. Gun! Over! Gun!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Deuce. Base. Right there. Clay. Go, Zebra. Hustle, we're all walking. Hunt.
They'll start the drive with Drake. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's going to let it go deep from the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Dolphins. 44 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
I know you felt that one. Hey, 20. Hey, check. 3. Hey, 20.
Now Bilal, and he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He's to the 10, and all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's a run with Bilal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Damian Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, here we go. Green.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. 14 moving.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey. All right, here we go. Blue 90. All right, now, Lucky 56. Detroit. All right, now, Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Going deep now for Herndon. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Gone!
Back to throw, Darnold. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Back to the NFL scoreboard for his third quarter in Indy. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Back now in Miami. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Darnold on first down. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On second down, Hill. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. You better be afraid of me. Black 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Tighten up.
Darnold from the gun. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hodges. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Darnold now to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Clay! We got three, fellas. We got three. Clay!
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Deuce. Hey. Clay. We got 3 down. We got to stand up. Here you go, Tiger. Here you go, Tiger. Hey, 20. Tight right. Clay. Go, zebra. Clay. Go.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Leopard! Here we go now. Blue 90! Over!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
14. All right, now, lucky 56. Hot! Gun!
Now it's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Set! Blue 90! Detroit! Gun!
A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 319! 319!
Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit. Too much.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up first and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Everyone go. Zebra. Whip. Watch the whip.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
50-50. Check.
On second down, Washington. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
I'm coming for you, 27. I'm coming for you. I got you, punk.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it third down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.